Now the big jump comes after 1 million subscribers, because I feel like the first 1 million is really the hardest. That's the number that you're like, oh, this is the roof. If I could just bust through that, then I'm into blue skies. And I really treated it that way. When we hit 1 million subscribers, it felt like a really agonizingly slow process. In context, it was actually pretty quick. But when we hit 1 million subscribers, I decided to turn off the counter in my brain. I just took it to myself and I said, you know, we've made it. I'm happy. I'm just gonna settle in and just keep making the content, because at this point, websites were watching us, news agencies were watching us, and so when we put out a video they wanted, they were naturally pulling it. I didn't have to go and solicit them up front. It was almost on autopilot. But I'd say in the last year, I had this feeling like, hey, I just need to start making videos every day. I wasn't exactly sure why. It might have been a subconscious thing, it might have been inspiration, and I wasn't even sure how to do it, but I tried this experiment where we started posting videos every single day, and sure enough, our watch time went through the roof. And it did something it's never done before. In 1 month, we gained almost 1 million subscribers. We gained 800,000 subscribers in the month of December in 2016, and our watch time got up to over 400 million minutes. Now, in context, that was about 4 times as much watch time as I'd ever had on any of the other videos that I was putting 100 to 200 hours in. So it was insane. It just completely blew up.
So can I just break that down? For their sake, I want to ask this question. If they had to choose between doing a video once a week, 5 videos a week, or 7 videos a week, what do you think proportionally can happen once you have some momentum, once you have some base, once you have some subscribership? What happens if you're just once a week, 5 times a week, or 7 times a week? In your experience with what you've experienced.
With the platform that we're on, I really feel like it's favoring posting every day. If you can do 7 videos a week, that's gonna be best for your platform overall. I know there's some issues, like people may not have a chance to watch every one of your videos, but it really comes down to what YouTube is suggesting and promoting. And they can make a video go viral just by turning on the system, you know? So I think there's 2 things to it. When you're posting videos every day, people who are really true followers are gonna make time for you every day. There's gonna be a portion of their day that is cut out for you, and you're gonna be filling that every day. Their daily content.
Now, I just want to pause for a second on this, Grant. I want to help you understand something. So Grant has, when he produces a video, I mean, how much time on average would you guess goes into actually making a video?
Right now, between 25 to 40 hours per video.
25 to 40 hours. But I'm going to tell you right now that Grant and I, we're sitting here in Cabo. We've got the ocean behind us. We brought our ladies with us. It's Valentine's week. And we're playing. We're soaking up in the hot tub. We're hitting the town. We're having a really good fun time. But the reality is that this video is not a 25 to 40 hour video. In reality, this video is 15 minutes of work, 10 minutes at least on the shooting side. And then we've got a really great team. And so I want you to know that when you're out there, there's 2 types of videos that we usually tend to see on YouTube. There's content-driven or information-driven videos, and then there's these I'm gonna make or I'm gonna do something video. And so, for example, like if I want to face my fear off the South Cape of Africa and be in a cage with a white shark, a killer white shark, right, great white shark, then that's going to take me getting on a plane. It's going to take some funds. Like there's a lot of resource that goes into that. And yet, like on my personal channel, what I do is I share content, I share valuable information with people that are looking for that information. And so I just want to point this out because YouTube, there are ways to put systems in place. And whether you have complicated videos or whether you have simple videos like this, I want you to know that you can actually go check out our channel where we've got teams on standby that are willing to consult with you and actually show you what our done-for-you setup looks like, or consulting you just on the next bit of information that you need to simplify life, because a lot of what Grant is sharing here can really seem overwhelming depending on who you are or how prepared you are for that, but there's always a shortcut, and on our website is where you're going to find it.
Yeah, so you don't have to be overwhelmed with the idea of posting a video every day, because you can develop systems. That's one of the reasons we're doing this self-made system, is because we figured out systems on how to produce 7 videos a day in a way that doesn't rip your life away. So that's definitely a possibility. But to get to 9 million subscribers, I didn't do that. I built everything by myself, and so the journey continues. The last year when my channel did pop and it was going everywhere, videos were going viral, it seemed like everything we posted was getting 5 to 7 million views per video. We started popping up on the radar with some of the biggest YouTube creators, and so I reached out, made connections with them, networked with them, and then ultimately planned a collaboration tour where I went through LA and did a series of videos with a whole handful of them. And some of those collaborations actually brought me a loss of subscribers. There's sometimes I was losing 10,000 subscribers a day. But some of those collaborations, I was gaining 150,000 subscribers
now, I just want
in
to
a
pause.
day.
What do you think was the correlation between the people you worked with that brought subscribers and the people you worked with that lost subscribers?
Yeah, so I just kind of opened it up where I was working with a whole range of different personality types and content. And what I realized is the audience who follows me for a reason. It's because of standards, it's because of values. And when they see me working with creators that they don't respect, it almost challenges them. It's almost an insult to them. And so they felt like they had to disconnect because it's like, well, I can't support you anymore. Whereas when I worked with creators who shared those similar values, family-friendly content and good upbeat energy, that resonated with them and it actually brought more of us together. So I did learn that not all collaborations are good collaborations for your image, for monetization, and for growing your channel. So you do have to be careful that you're still working in an energy that resonates with who you are and what you do.
Now, on one of our other videos, we are going to break down the science of how you go out there and create these collaborations. But Grant, is there anything that you want to share today to kind of wrap up the video? Is there any final point of information that you think our viewers here, our self-made friends, need to be aware of when it comes to how do you really take it up to that multi-million subscriber mark?
Yeah, well, it's just about consistency. If you have a defined purpose, if you have a long-term objective and you just keep relentlessly working every day, you will be successful. If you're always innovating and you're finding ways to make things work that don't seem to be working, you will be successful. The only way that you can't be successful on a platform like YouTube is if you just sit around and wait for somebody to make you successful, because that's not going to happen. Never stop thinking, never stop innovating, never stop putting systems into place to work for you, and the numbers will grow. The platform is growing. It's like the biggest platform in the world for video. So it's just how do you get on the radar with it? And we've got the shortcuts to make that happen. We put together this whole program for your benefit, because if we were starting over again, we sure would have liked a roadmap of how to get started and what things to do that would be most effective. So I hope you're finding some value in this content.
Grant, thank you.
My pleasure.
All right, friends, we hope that you had a blast today with us. Grant, I want to thank you for really diving in and really willing to be vulnerable in breaking it down and sharing with us a lot of your personal secrets and hacks for what has led to all the subscribers and what's taking you through and beyond.
I'm really excited to have gone through this because I feel like, yes, I have done this, but I don't feel like it's something that you couldn't do. If you were to follow the exact same things I did, I'm pretty sure you'd have very similar success. And I still think that's a great possibility with a platform like YouTube today.
Grant and I, we talk about having a defined purpose, and right now our defined purpose with Self-Made is to help you. So if you're looking for more help, make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, join us more on our journey of teaching, sharing, and educating with you, and make sure that you take a visit to the website and see the different options of how we can give you a master list of shortcuts for rocking out your YouTube journey.
Yeah.